inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, cause real women don't bitch, no. Real women don't, 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 real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because mental muscle is necessary for implementing successful business strategies. It's time to learn how to beat your business no matter what life throws at you. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we discuss the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. All right, what's up, beautiful people? Man, we need to have a real conversation. I'm tired of people feeling embarrassed because they don't know something. You know, I talk to people on a regular basis and they're like, I'm just so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. And it's time out for that. You know, part of being successful in business is actually being okay with being embarrassed. But a lot of the stuff that we're embarrassed about, we really shouldn't be. So why am I saying this? It never fails. I get on a call with a woman who wants to look at working with me. And it's not cliche. Ultimately, on a sales call, you basically try to figure out where somebody's at, what they believe is their blocks. You know, I'm not going to give the whole formula where I got to be careful, but you basically want to figure out, you know, where a person's at, what they feel their blocks are, what they actually really want, and how that translates into changing other areas of their life. So for me, I want to know what's happening in your business. I want to know what you believe the blocks are. The way that I ask you questions will reveal that there are other things, but I need to know like what motivates you. And so sometimes the way that strategy can seem a tad bit, slimy. Oh, if you could wave a magic wand, what would your dream life look like? You know, one of those kind of things, right? And so when I ask a sister, listen, I need to know what's your motivation. And, I want to do it for my children. And it's like, that's the shit that sounds good. But what about you? If you get everything you want in your business, if you reach the financial sweet spot, how does your life change? I always get that, well, you know, my quality of life is going to be better. That's not a fucking answer. Yeah, I'm going to be able to live better and make life better for me and my kids. And then bam, once again, not only are you not answering the question, I mean, you're not giving me a complete answer to the question, but you're also talking about your kids again. And so I was talking to this woman. I'm like, listen, based on some of the things that you told me, like what's going to change? Is it your zip code? Is it the type of food you buy? Where you shop? How often you can get that pedicure done? Matter of fact, specifically, I said, like, are you the type of person that usually likes to get pedicures when your money's up? And you used to go once a week. Now you lucky if you go once a month and now your shit looking crusty. And as I said, like that and a couple other things that got that personal, she started crying. And she said, it's all those things. She said, but I'm embarrassed to tell you that that's why I need my money to be better in my business, because I am 50 years old and I should already have all those things right now. And my heart just went out to her. And I said, baby, I'm 46. And it really wasn't. It wasn't when I turned 40, you guys. I was 39 going into 40 when I began to realize something needed to change. The first year of my business, I didn't make any money. I've been in these internet streets doing this shit since 2016. 2016, at the very end of it, I finally started getting paying clients in the last quarter. 2017, I made some nice money. 2018, I hit a sweet spot, but still not life-changing money, but definitely the kind of money that sometimes, because my husband did his own independent contracting. If it's like, you know what, I've made enough money that you don't have to work. I've had some ebb and flow in my business where I lost a lot of leads and had to go back and rebuild it because I abandoned a lead generation strategy, had to build it back up. And even with all of that and building it back up and getting into a place where I was very proud of the business that I created, then as fast as I got to a point where I was loving the ducats I was bringing in, I made a significant investment in the most money I've ever spent on coaching. But in the end, I also made more money than I've ever made. And this is the first time, honestly, this past year that I could say beyond making money that I'm actually living. We can't be embarrassed. We weren't taught this. Our families did not teach us to sit in the sweet spot of our gifts, to operate from our zone of genius, to believe that we're supposed to do more than go to school, get an education, and get a job so that we can bring our 50% to the table so that we make ends meet, and every once in a while go on occasional vacation only to come back to bills where we low key are glad that we got away. And then on the other key, we're upset because we know that there are bills that we had to come to and we had to make sacrifices. And so we probably got to put in extra hours at that bitch ass job that we did not like. And then we become entrepreneurs and we shit on ourselves by not paying or not charging what we should be charging. And so then we have the pride of knowing that we're not working for anybody else and at least we're working for ourselves. But then we realize we created an entrepreneur job and we still aren't making the kind of money we're supposed to make because we did not know. You didn't know. And once you realize that you deserve better and you can have more, then the objective is to go out there and get that shit. And so that's what I've been doing these years. I hit a point once I realized that I was supposed to be a coach. I didn't always know exactly how I was going to get there, but I made up my mind that I was going to, and I set goals that said stuff like, I am not going to buy groceries at Walmart. A matter of fact, only because certain items are at Kroger's. I'm not going to shop at Kroger's that often either. I want to shop at Publix. Like I know that's smart. Your goal doesn't have to be to have enough money to go traveling across the world every quarter. But if that's what you want, that's what it should be. But if your goal is just to be able to, and for you, maybe where you live at, it's Dearburg's or some other store. But bottom line is Publix is a more expensive grocery store. But I just know that the quality of the produce is different. I still check expiration dates, but it's far and few and in between that I'll ever have something where I'm like, damn, how long this shit been on the shelves? I like going into a store where it's always clean. There's not stuff falling over the floor, and I like eating, look, can we just be real? Come on, y'all, talk to me. Can we just be real? Because you and I both know this is not about shitting on people who buy off brand. But you and I both know that all brands don't taste the same. Whoever back in the day, I look, y'all, I remember one time somebody close to me gave me a recipe for lasagna and told me to go buy the thing of hamburger meat from Aldi that looks like a big old extra large, super fat sausage roll. And I remember cooking this. I was like, this stuff does not taste the same. So the fact that you got to put a shit ton of Lawry's seasoning salt on it to put a little stank on it, I was like, And so, yeah, sometimes I'm paying for the taste and I'm also paying for the experience. I didn't want to just make do in an apartment anymore. It wasn't about being greedy, but having space. If I'm going to be in a house every day, it should be my fucking sanctuary and my fun spot. So yeah, if you don't have motivation for yourself and how your life is going to change, this journey's not going to work for you. I talk about how I'm the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs. When women work with me, they say stuff like, August will make you feel like you can take over the world because you fucking can. But that's about framing your mindset. But I can't frame your mindset if you don't see that you're worth something. That's the biggest struggle that I deal with a lot of women, is getting them to understand that you're fucking worth it. So time out for the embarrassment, okay? I get it. I totally fucking get it. You shouldn't have to want the things that you want at the age that you are, but you do because nobody ever told you to want anything more. So your assignment after listening to this podcast is down to every little bitty stinking thing you can think of is to like write down what you want. It's as simple as when you know that somebody's coming to spend the night at your house, a guest is coming from out of town, and you was letting them towels ride. You know, the ones that actually got a little bit of bleach on it because your husband decided to use it as a cleaning towel, but you didn't throw it away because the towel isn't torn up and it's still kind of thick and you can still wash up with it. But now you're going to be embarrassed if you give those towels to somebody else to use. Why shouldn't you have enough? But you don't have enough money to go to the store and buy towels because you literally are checking your budget before you go to the grocery store. Write that shit down. Now, if you just one of the people that you don't give a fuck about towels, you be like, oh, that ain't shit. But then what is it for you? Is it them drawers that's in their drawer? Because you tired of buying the easy pack? Because the same price for one pair of panties at one store is you can get 7 pair in a pack? You want prettier panties? You remember in your younger day when the bras and the panties used to match? Like, what is it? You got some favorite organic treats or, some things that you like to eat or some desserts you like to buy. There's this place called Cupcakery. I love to go there. If I go get 6 cupcakes, it's like $20. I don't want to go to Walmart and buy the little sugar-filled cupcakes that, I probably can spend, $6.98 and get 6 of them. They don't taste the same. They're not made with the same quality. I like the ones that are at Cupcakery. So am I supposed to feel like shit because I want $20 cupcakes? Or am I supposed to want the fucking cupcakes? What do you want? That's your first responsibility. Your second responsibility is to then look at your business and say, I don't really know what to do to get myself there to make the kind of money that I need to make. I keep sabotaging my own success. I'm playing small. And then you go and you click the link and you go to unstoppablebusinesswoman.com/free gift. The link somewhere along wherever you watch this, listen to this podcast, watch the case study and see what needs to change. And if you are already following me and you're on my list and you've been hesitating to get on a call, then you do that shit so that we can plot, plan, and strategize. You actually live in a quality of life that you desire and stop being embarrassed about where you are right now. Okay? So I love y'all. I'm going to get out of here. I'll talk to you later. Deuces. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomendon'tbitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you.